Building decks nowadays has never been easier. You find the list online and order every single card on cardmarket. But what if we didn't have that luxury? We have decided to attempt to make our decks the pure way by packing every single card and building our own decks with next to zero help from the internet. But can we succeed and end at the top tables of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championships? Welcome to the sealed Yu-Gi-Oh! Experience. So, welcome to this new series. This is the first video of this very exciting series that we've been planning on making for a few months now. In this series, we will attempt to build the best decks possible and climb the ladder of the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Scene, but only do it sealed. But what does only sealed mean? We of course have some ground rules that we have to follow. The first one is every card in our deck has to come from sealed Yu-Gi-Oh! Products. This means no buying from cardmarket, no trading, and no finding cards in our already huge collections. Besides that, there are one exception. Every month, we will be doing a duel against each other. Mostly because there will be two series and not one. This is the part of the video that I noticed I didn't really explain what the series is actually about, but I'll explain it real quick. We are doing two series and not one. That means that I am opening packs for a sealed only deck, and my partner, Yugioh, is also opening packs for his videos. Every second week, a video will come out of each of our decks, and therefore it will be only every other week that one of the two sealed only experiences will be coming out. That also means that you can basically follow two series in one, running together at the same meta, but we are doing separate videos. This means twice more content, and it's also going to be a little more fun to see if we can build different good decks with different strategies. Now it's explained at least. Back to the video. The two sealed decks that we've made are going to face each other, and the winner will be able to buy an out of engine €5 or less card. What does out of engine exactly mean? Well, it means you can buy staples like Crossout Designator, Ash Blossoms, if you can find them for less than €5. But you are not allowed to buy, for example, branded in red, some Labyrinth card, or some Runic card. It all has to be out of engine. You're also allowed to buy cheap extra deck monsters. So now that we have established our ground rules, let's get into the video. So welcome to this new series. Hope you're just as excited as we are. This is going to be a very fun series for us to make, both in the fact that we now get a little more deck building experience and get a little chance of getting to know how to build decks even better. We're also going to do two different approaches to this challenge. I am starting with free structure checks, and I will be starting with structure checks, trap tricks. Because this is the first, structure deck that's come out, or the newest structure deck that come out in current Yu-Gi-Oh, and I feel like this is a deck that could be pretty strong. I know that Yugioh is going to do a little more of a starting with packs and attempting to build a deck that way. And we'll see which approach is better. Learn a thing or two about why it's really important to buy singles, and not using all your money on packs. But yeah, we're doing free structure decks, trap tricks. I'm pretty sure you all guys by now know what this structure deck is containing. But just for the few guys that don't know what it's containing, it's of course containing a very nice pile of cards, plants, and a game map, but we don't care about that one. So yeah. Besides what of bought these three structure decks, we also need a pack of sleeves, and I've chosen the Dragon Shield turquoise. And of course, this is a part of the budget, so that means we have a little less. Let's look at what's in here. Pretty like plays competitive knows about this deck, the structure deck, because it's pretty much a like little rogue in a structure deck. Like it's pretty good. There is the evenly matched, really nice card. We have there is a few cards that I actually need and put to the side for the final product that we're going to be playing, and I will be telling you guys about that card next time. But other than that, we have some really good stables. We have Hobby's Feather Duster and Raigeki, which is going to be amazing in the first upcoming duel. We do have the Pudikas and the Gardens and everything like that. So it's really exciting. We even have Kaijus we can experiment with during the series. Maybe use it for side deck pieces. So yeah, Other than that, we have good extra deck monsters. We have Rafflesia. I love this card. Like, it really stops Nibiru. Really good at that. Sarah, probably the MVP of the deck. And I'm not going to open the other two structure decks because it's containing the same thing. But I'm going to go into the thinking box for a little bit, and I'll come back with a final product that we think will be good for us. Yeah. So I've now come to a deck that I think is the correct ratios for the structure decks. It's utilizing a lot of like trap holes because and the extra deck is also utilizing a lot of like trap trick monsters, whereas I would normally use a little more of some generic exegesis, but we'll get to that when we get there. We'll start off by playing 3 Pudica. I think Pudica is a pretty cracked monster in this deck. A free special summon basically, and yeah, it just works. A starter. We have 3 Momelo and we have 3 Mantis. I don't feel like there's a lot of explanation here. I just like playing 3 of all 3 of these because they do a lot of their own work. Then I play 3 Arachnocamper. I would probably cut this down to 2 if I had a more diverse like amount of cards. But right now, without any other diverse cards, I think 3 Arachnocamper is the correct call, because I want to see it pretty often. I then play 2 Dionia, and the reason why I do that is actually it's a pretty good like recovery tool if I get behind, so yeah. And then we play 1 Nephensis. We of course also play 3 Ash Blossom, because Ash Blossom is pretty correct. So yeah, this is the monster lineup. Besides that, we're also playing 1 Garden. Garden is like a pretty searchable card in this deck, so more than 1 Garden wouldn't really make any sense. I play 1 Harvey's Feather Duster. I would probably play more if it was legal to more, but sadly it's not. Then we have 3 Raigeki. Raigeki is just a good removal tool if my opponent builds a board that I'll have a pretty hard time getting rid of. Then besides that, we play a bunch of different holes. We play, first of all, we of course play evenly matched. Evenly matched, both going first and second, is really good to have in your hand because you can remove a lot of the boards, especially if like your opponent doesn't get game, you can just evenly match them, which is really nice. I of course played the 3 Trap Hole Holutea, the Trap Tricks Holutea, because Trap Tricks Holutea is a really good extender in this deck. Like discarding a card to activating the turn it was set, it's really good. Also the 1 Phantom Knight Shade Brigandine. This is a little bit of a weird one, but if I start with it in hand, it's just a free extender. Then we play 2 Trap Tricks Terrifying Nightmare, 1 Trap Hole, Bottomless Trap Hole. We play 2 Void Trap Hole, 2 Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare, 1 Floodgate Trap Hole, 1 Gravediggers, and 1 Trap Tricks. I think maybe I'll be switching out the Trap Trick with the Floodgate Trap Hole, but I'm going to test a little bit how this works. So that's all for the main deck. And it's pretty sweet, honestly. I like the ratios. I like there's a little bit of the good cards, a little bit of the more situational cards, but all of them pretty much work together in some way, shape, or form. I borrowed 15 sleeves from my good mate, so he's gotten 15 of mine. So we haven't blown the budget yet. I play 3 Sarah. I play 2 Atipus. And I think Sarah is pretty self-explanatory. She's basically the main link monster you have in your deck. She works very well and is very effective at like getting more traps out so you can make some of your Xyz monsters. This is just a good monster for later into the duel, like turn 3, turn 4, that kind of thing. Then I play 2 Chloria. I don't know how to feel about Chloria because it feels a little awkward to play, but it's still a good card. Yeah. 3 Rafflesia, and this is where I would probably in the Xyz lineup I would most definitely like to change the ratios if I had more of a diverse chance to like change out an extra deck. So I would probably change some of the rank 4s with stuff like Time Thief Redoer or Baguska or something like that. Other than that, I play 3 Pinkulia, and Pinkulia is also just an Xyz that I have space for, a little situational, but I can definitely use it from time to time. And I also have 2 Alamorarias. And that's basically the lineup. Yeah, I have all the extra deck monsters that the structure deck also provided to me. So yeah, and this is, I feel like the ratio I'll most likely run with most of the time. So that was it for episode 1 of our new series. Hope you're ready for even more content in the coming weeks. I know I promised a battle here in the end of this video, but I decided that we'll move that to episode 2, mostly to not spoil my partner's deck and what he's playing. So go in and watch episode 2 to find out how the battle went. The next video will be up next week, but other than that, remember to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!